So this video will be fast, right? This video here will be fast. I always talk about that. I always say that it will be fast, But trust me, this will be fast. This is a tier list of the emulators, and that's it. I cannot say much. So let's go straight forward, right? Because I told you that this will be fast. So S tier list. Sorry, my English, by the way. I always have to say. I never try to improve that because I don't live in any country that I don't need to speak English. Only if I create content for YouTube. But I don't use English to live, etc. It's not in my daily life, right? So here, S tier. I will not be surprised that this will be the first place. This will be for how is the name of the emulator? PPCS, the PS2 emulator. I have the name here. I forgot. Uh, PCSX2. I don't know, something like that. PS2 emulator. S type. Why? Because they improve a lot, this emulator. They improve a lot. I don't know, for some reason, he's kind of, when I will record a game, he become very slow. But I think I could say that's my computer, but when I go record a game from the Xenia, Xenia, I don't know how to say with English accent, Xenia, Xenia, I say Xenia. Uh, I don't know if it's right or wrong, whatever. But when I was recording Xenia emulator, the Xbox emulator, Xbox 360, um, it records fine, very fine, but in PCS2 it don't record good. But in terms of, I was the first emulator that I installed in my PC, right? And I see all his progress for 5, 6 years, maybe more, don't know, of this emulator, and he have evolved a lot. He run most of any game, 2K, 4K. There is no problem at all. Run almost every single game. The only thing that I could say that this emulator, but I don't, it don't have to do much with emulator if he have a system that can translate games by this point, because there's not much that he can do. It's already perfect, perfect, just perfect. Now let's go to what is the next simulator we go talking about. The Dolphin emulator. Where I should put the Dolphin emulator? The Dolphin emulator, it's very good. It's great. But there is a fundamental problem with this emulator that I don't understand. The kind that is the same, they never fix it because it's the only emulator that I see that have this problem. Already have 4 minutes, man. It's supposed to be three minutes. Um, the, all these games, all these emulators I have, no saving problems. Um, but with Dolphin, I don't know if I doing something wrong. I tried this, I almost get crazy in the past, and I checked the updates and they never fix that. There is a problem with the memory card, virtual memory card. All those emulators don't have. You just go and save, and everything will be fine. You can save hundreds, thousands of games, I think. But this emulator, even Xenia, even the Xbox emulator, I don't know if the developers is still working the Xenia, but even the Xenia Canary, even the community, I will talk about the Xenia emulator later. But the thing here in Dolphin, it's that they have a memory card issue. I don't know what is that. I go to the having some forums in the past. They say that I have to create some kind of virtual memory card. You know, I have to say that I face these problems. I only tried often in the PC. I don't know. I think probably in the Android version don't have that problem, but in PC I have this problem to save Wii games. I don't know if it's I'm pretty sure that Wii games have this problem to save. You cannot save, for example, I can only have one game in the memory card of Dolphin emulator. Let's say that I have Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, and if I put his DLC, I cannot put other game like Fatal Frame, for example. So I cannot have three faithful friends. I don't know what's happening. If you guys know, can help me. But this is the only issue of this emulator. But this is a serious trouble. So when you put this emulator, I don't know. This is very bad. This is terrible for me. You don't have the ability to what I can do. Play one game for for time and I delete it is kind of weird. The only emulator that have this issue. So if it was not by this, he will be here, which was not very this. So I'll let the simulator here. Now let's talk about the. I think I'll be a bit polemic here about the PS3 emulator. Um, the PS3 is the PS3 is always kind of rival of Xbox in my mind. So in the emulators, I think it's the same thing. So in order to put these two, I think, in the same time, because I will talk about the two in the same time. I will compare them because we compare Xbox to to PS3, whatever. So there, I also follow. I have the PS3, but I also follow. I even follow. I even tried the Discord to try to find help from these guys, and they kind of just don't help me. But uh, they only say about they say this the community of RPC3. They say this. I don't know if it's dev that say or people. I don't think this, but they don't say. Well, what they tell me was this. The, if the game if the game don't have anything in because they have some kind of Wikipedia, something like that. I don't know if it's Wikipedia, but they have a kind of stuff that a page that say what the game runs and what game don't run. And this game specifically, that I think what's the name of the game? It's Deadly Warriors, Legend Warriors that have Joan d'Arc and other characters, for example. Just as an example, right? Um, we have this issue and I was with the textures and I will go talk to them and they say, oh, if it's the page don't say that, if it's wrong it's completely fine, so it's completely fine. It's your PC that is bad. So the other thing is that, for example, I test games, same games that I test in this PS3 emulator I test in Channel. Let's get, for example, let me see a game that I test in PS3 emulator in China. Oh, yeah. Fight Night Champion. I test in PS3. It runs very bad. Very bad. Terrible. Unplayable. Don't matter the settings. I tried the settings like a crazy. Don't matter. And the Xenia, you just go in some file. You don't even need to go. It depends of the version. And in Xenia, you go. You just don't know, unlock V-Sync, something like that, and some stuff like that, and you can play much better the Fight Night Champion, Fight Night 4 also the same thing. And there is more games, but oh there is more games. The, the thing about the PS3 emulator, you have to do a lot of settings, some stuff, magic settings, some games, and maybe some games will run like it run in Shane, will run good. But the thing that annoys me is that much of the canary, when they update the canary, the Shania canary, they don't break much things, don't break games. It's hard to break. It's more likely to improvement. But the PS2 emulator is always that when I have this face this problem when he kind of updates, he broke something. That's it. Also, all this time in Shania we can play any game basically. How should I say? I don't know if you have. Yeah, we have some exclusives in Shania like Kengo Zero, Kengo Legend of Nine, I think. Runs superb. And the PC3 emulator, we have this game for what? To play God of War and Metal Gear Guns of Patriots. I think is that. I hope they launch this Guns of Patriots to PC in Volume 2. So the PC3 emulator, I feel. Another game that I have to say is the Guitar Hero. The Guitar Hero I test in Dolphin, I test in Shania, and I test in PS3 emulator. Dolphin, the Dolphin, all the games run very good. The only issue is the memory card stuff. Um, but it's a big deal for me because it's only an issue. Yeah, you can run most of the game, but oh my gosh, more than 10 minutes by now, and we have just two. So the PS3 emulator, I wish I could put him. I wish I could. I should could be honest and put him more hero like that here, but because he takes me serious, broke some games that I play, and some games never have results, and I never see some results by the time, but until this time, I will let this emulator. Sorry guys, I know that you guys maybe will hate me, but sorry, I really like. There is nothing to do with Sony, right? I really like PlayStation, etc. There's nothing to do, but there's this some stuff that annoys me here, and especially because I come not because I go asking them for help with settings, but uh, I don't know. There's the things that I say is just my opinion. If you guys don't want to put in a style, go forward. But I have this feeling that this emulator he still have made less progress when made he broke something. Um, so the Shania Canary I will put him here in the A because I don't in the beginning when I go for the Shania in the beginning the past was supposed to be the emulator PS2 is supposed to be here and the Shania was supposed to be here because uh, the beginning you don't have nothing you can don't Shania don't even detect your joystick. Yeah, your joystick in the beginning. You have to play in the keyboard. Now it detects normally, and even if you don't have a UI, UI, a GUI or whatever UI menus, right? To pretty menus to mess with the settings It's still very easy to go to the file and make. You don't need to make much crazy adjustments to play the games in this emulator. It's most easy to deal with that. You know, here in the PS3 emulator, you have a lot of stuff, PPU, LLOE, I don't know, something more like that, a lot of stuff, and one stuff maybe help you, and maybe one stuff that will break everything, I don't know. So the channel will be here because he improved a lot. He played almost every single game right now. In the beginning, he don't play any game. Now I can play any Xbox 360. Despite I have these problems with these uh, deadlist warriors. They have John Dark, etc. But almost all the game, the same thing happened with PS2. No, this game don't like emulators, maybe. But yeah, this is run smooth fast. Let's see. Now let's go to Samu emulator. Samu, whatever. Um, in the beginning, he was not that bad. In the beginning, he was be here, right? Samu emulator, or I could put him here in the beginning. But I feel that he improved because the last time that I test was Tekken Force, Tekken 2 Tag Force, Tekken Tournament Tag 2, I think was that, and it was run badly. The shaders was not building, crashing, was not that yet. It's not there yet. So um, so he was supposed to be is supposed to be here. But then he improved here. But the thing is that I don't know if he improved a lot to be here, right? But I will let him here because don't have save problems. It runs smoothly. It detects the controls, its settings, etc. So there is no. I could put here, but I don't think that is fair. I will put him here. Now we go to the last two. There is other emulators, but look, 17 minutes, just this. I don't know what's wrong with me. So now we have the Technopath. I think that is the name. This is an arcade emulator, and it was the only way that I find to play in the time. I have to play in this emulator until they launch in Steam. Virtual Fighter. Yeah, the Virtual Fighter, the last one. And I also want to play this Virtual Fighter, but there is no PS4 emulator. They only launch the. Uh, I will not be so bad with the PS3 emulator, guys. I will let him here because I don't want to be such evil. But know that you're supposed to be here, but I will let him here. So the Technopath emulator. Here it's the only kind. It is very good. I don't find the way to the settings to improve performance, but probably maybe there is, but I don't find it. But there's nothing wrong with this emulator, and this was the only way that I found to play the Virtual Fighter 5, and because there I put this emulator here. There is no issues at all. So now the PS1, it is like arcade emulator, right? So the PS1 emulator here, that for Android version, is the EPSXE. I don't know if I say it right. This emulator. Oh my gosh, I forgot the emulator of PPS. Let me see it. Oh, oh my gosh, I forgot the emulator. Let me see if I have it. Was supposed to be here the PPSPP emulator. Anyway, we will not let here alone. We'll just say that this is the PSPP emulator. Um, because I use the PS emulator is a great emulator. Why I don't, how I don't have it? I am revolt with myself right now. Why I don't have it? Like I have to go to the objects 3D etc. You guys will see some stuff that I do in. Uh, no, there is nothing here. So I don't know. So the PS1 emulator first, and he used to have a problem with latency, audio, and synchronization with the video. But he's kind of very good, very solid. I like to hear. And let's just say, I think this is the the thing for PS3 emulator. I don't know, but let's say that this one is the PPSPP emulator, right? Man, I think I will have to download this PPPS icon PSSPP because we will not be fair. Will not be fair. It is okay, some stuff. I will let this, okay? Don't worry about that. Why will keep the icons on the right? So let's PPSPP point PNG. Let's just save. Let's solve that. Now let's just put here, 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 open here, and yeah, this thing here, stay here. Now we're talking. The PPSPP emulator we put here. S-style, boom. There's no mystery because this is the best in PSP emulator. It runs magnificent, and in my cell phone Android, and this emulator has saved me times and time of tedium. The PS1 emulator is not here because I have this latency issue. I think now maybe they fix it. If that was the case, the latency audio is fixed, he is being here. But I will let him here because I don't know. I don't have the emulator yet. I don't. Sometime that I don't test it. So this is my entire list, guys, from the emulators. Uh, Leave the comments, be respectful because your comment will not appear. It should be disrespectful. Um, Leave your opinion. You're totally free. And if you know how Dolphin I can resolve the save issue, because I don't know what happened. Uh, the Dolphin of PC, just say because that is the only issue that he have, but is hateful this issue because you cannot save the game. I mean, you can save one game or two, but the only thing they have issue they have. So that's it, guys. Don't forget to follow me, to to leave the like, leave your comments, what you think, etc. And I could talk about the other emulators, but these are the main emulators that I use. I try Citrus emulators, etc. but a long time ago. So that's it.